Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and it is time to start a new page. Another page with some pumpkins in it. This is the Autumn Forest Witch by Christine Caron out of A Fairy and Fantasy 5 grayscale coloring book. I have cut the page out and I have taped it to my desk. Let's fix that. There we go. And we are going to be using pan pastels today. Hello, Dawn. Good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, good night. I know it's late and you may not have very many people in today, but we will see how it goes. So I'm going to zoom in. I have taped this down, so I will be using the zoom and the functions of the camera to move around. So we're going to start, of course, at the top, moving down because we are going to be using the pan pastels. So we want to be sure to not make too much of a mess of it. Now I got to move it over a little bit. There we go. All right, well, let's get started since there's no hellos to be said. We're going to start on the wood area there. I am using the tools for the pan pastels, so I am using the soft tools. So these tools. And we're going to start with the lightest color. And this one is, I've got them all in a tray. So this is Yellow Ochre Shade. Hello, Noelle. Hello, Yana. Now, pan pastels is not something I typically color an entire page with. So I'm not going to guarantee how well this is going to turn out. I'm actually really nervous about it, so let's hope it turns out at least somewhat presentable. But I don't use my pastels nearly enough, so. The areas that I've gone over onto other areas, I will take an eraser to and clean up. Hello, Sue. I'm glad that you are feeling better today, Dawn. Blow off any excess. And then we're going to take our eraser and clean up any little bits. Like that. Okay. Take a little bit more of the pastel. The one thing I don't like about the soft tools is they do disintegrate quite quickly. I don't know if it's because I'm pushing too hard on the page or what it is, but hello, Britt. No, I have the interview on Wednesday, so day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I go to the doctor and find out if there's anything they can do about my legs. And then on Wednesday morning I have the job interview. So hopefully, we'll see. It all depends really on what the doctor says as well. Because if the doctor says I need surgery and won't be able to work for a little while, I might not get the job because of it. So we'll see. Hello, Della. All right, gonna blow this off. Hold on one sec. All right. Now we're just gonna blend that in a little bit. Take our eraser, clean up any little bits that went over the line. And a happy Thanksgiving to all of those out there in Canada. It is Canadian Thanksgiving today, so that may also be one of those reasons that people aren't here. And I don't blame him. Hello, Alex. Welcome, welcome. All right. Okay, so there's the base color for the tree. Now we're going to come in with a little bit of a darker color. Hello, Blue. Welcome. Hello, Mandy. Welcome. Wipe off that yellow color. And this one is burnt sienna. Just putting in those shadowy colors there. Anywhere that I put it in too dark, I'll be coming back through with the other lighter color and blending it in. Yeah. Yeah, the yard work sometimes can be pretty intense, especially getting ready for winter. Yeah, adulting. Yeah, why would we want to do that? Although, seems I've been doing a lot more of that lately than I like, but that's okay. Nice! Blue trees, that's always interesting. Although blue spruces are a thing, so. And they are actually kind of blue. Alright, gonna wipe that off. And then we're going to go back. Actually, we're going to take just a little bit of this darker brown because that's a little red, but that's okay because we'll be toning it down a little bit. So this is raw umber. Now I'm hoping to be able to color this whole page with just the pan pastels, but I do have a limited palette of them, so I have a few, but not all the different variations of color, but I should be okay. Hello, Marilyn. What did you do? I missed it too. So this is a pen. we're going to take this is going to tone down a little bit of that red color, blending it into that yellow or yellow brown. Oh, ouch. Well, I hope the shot helps. Come down here and start on the lower part of the hat here. I'm going to move it down just a smidge. There we go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope it all turns out okay and you get it all fixed up. There is nothing worse than having pain and inability to do something and not know what's causing it, not know what's going on. That is so frustrating. Yes, yes. Very pigmented. I don't know if I know that my eyeshadows are a little bit less creamy, way less pigmented than the pans, but they have the same concept pretty much. Hello, Callie. Yes, it is. It is a soft pastel, pressed pastel, so it's a powder. It's not like a gel stick or anything like that that's creamy, and you can add water to. This is a dry medium. And I just colored her ear. Let's uncolor her ear. We don't want her ear to be brown. Hello, Shannon. Yeah, that's more like a face, pressed face powder. That really soft. Although the sparkly ones do resemble um, eyeshadow colors. They have a little bit of glitter in them, pearlescence, and the metallics. Like I said, I am not one that uses my pan pastels nearly enough, so I thought I would give it a try and see if I can color an entire page with them. I cannot guarantee that this is going to turn out in any way, shape, or form. But I figured I'd give it a shot. All right, now I know I went over something with the color here. How was your birthday, Shannon? I hope it went well. Yeah, you can get them off of Amazon. You can get them off of Blick. You can get them at the local craft store. Thank you, Britt. Nothing exciting. As long as you had a fun and good day that was enjoyable and relaxing to you, that's all that matters. Doesn't have to be exciting. $20? My goodness, that's a lot of books. Hello, Allison. Happy Monday. Well, I think you're going to need a new bookcase. Just saying. There we go, I think. That's it for this color. Wipe off the red. Might need to put a new. Shannon, do you have that problem with your soft tools that they fall apart quickly? Trying to behave and use the tools that are created for it, and they're disintegrating very quickly. Oh, goodness, Sue. This is a raw sienna. No, raw umber, sorry. Yeah, my dad gets forgetful too. Yeah, I do too, but they were a little bit too big for what I wanted to do here. And somebody told me that they work better with the soft tools. And like I said, I don't use mine enough to say yay or nay to it. Okay, so yeah, it's like, uh, I'm not saying that this tool it doesn't work well. I'm just saying that it's falling apart and I don't like it. I might actually grab the eyeshadow applicators because I do like those much better than this tool. I like the very good point on it, but I'm not liking the way that it's coming apart. I've got lots of others, so I can easily change it out, but let's turn this over and see if we can do it without ripping it. So another thing is they tear really easily. It still has no power out there. That sucks. Alright, so as you can see I turned it over, so now I'm using the other side, just blending. I hope she's doing okay. I know that, you know, having no power is not good for Mary's mom. Well, it can't be good for anybody, but there, that's better. Oh, wow. That's a very active dead. Alright, just going to go through and remove any excesses off of areas that we don't want the color because I can't stay within the lines. Just saying. Let's do, there's the hat. Let's do the little bird. And we want to do the little bird with browns. So let's do this one. No, let's do, I don't want to do it with browns. Let's do it with a pale yellow to start. What color should I do the bird? I can do a bluebird, I guess. Yeah, let's do a bluebird. Let's do a bluebird. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that she has it by the end of the week. Okay. Now we're going to use the small and I'm using the very, very, very tip with a little tiny bit of the pigment of the pastel on there. Oh, wow. She's being resourceful, which is awesome. All right. To wipe this off, then we're going to take a little bit of this color. Then we're going to go back to the light blue. Blend that in. Aw. Could you even get into the state to go get her? I don't know if you can even get into the state for that. Thank you. Now we're going to blow that off. There we go. And there is that part of the little bird. Now we're going to do his little beak. And then his little feet. Yes, exactly. If it wasn't that far away and you could get into it, I know you would probably be on your way. Yeah, making sure that you can get gas and whatnot is one of the difficulties. All right, now we're going to do leaves. You probably can't see what I'm doing, so I'll move you up. There we go. Thank you, Daisy. Should have done this part before I moved down, but oh well. We'll see how much of it I actually rub off. I'm trying to go from top to bottom so I don't rub my hand against it too much. But, if it does, it does. Not a biggie. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this. Oh, that's good. That's good. I bet she's pretty grouchy, yes. That is very true, Marilyn. I hope Mary's mom is doing all right. I hope Tanya and Mary are doing okay too, but with Mary's mom being an older lady and a little bit more at risk, makes you worry a little bit more. Just do these little red berries here. Yeah, definitely. I know I would be. I would be very, very, very grouchy. I'm watching it on the news and it's like, oh my goodness. Okay. Now we're going to take a darker red. So that first red was permanent red shade. And now we're going to use a permanent red extra dark. All right. And there we have the berries. Now we're going to move the camera down a little bit. Not that much. There we go. Yeah, I am quite sure. But sometimes you just get to a point where you don't want to live through anything worse. Or anything close to being worse, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to do the pumpkins, if I can get the color out without sticking my finger in every other color. So this is orange shade. Let's wipe the blue off. I was really hoping to, get as much of it done today as I can, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer than I expected it to. I see people use the pan pastels and just go zip, zip, zip. It's like me, I'm going, yeah, not so zippy. All right, now we're going to use this one here with this one here. So I'm going to keep the orange shade on my palette brush and bring the red, permanent red in. And I'm just going to mix the orange shade with the permanent red. And we'll blend that in here in just a minute. Yeah, it. I was thinking it would take less time, but I think my lack of confidence with the medium is making it take a little bit longer. But that's okay. Especially since I want to try to do the whole page just with the pans. So, all right. Now we're going to take this one, put it aside. I'm going to erase that. And this. And then we're just going to take the orange and we're just going to blend that in. We're going to take a clean one and lift it up a little. Like so. Yeah, he's so cute. It's got such a happy face on. Alright, and we're going to take that, wipe it off. Try to get as much of the orange off as I can. And let's see. Use this one. And this is chrome oxide green. Exactly. That worked out well because I still had a bit of orange on the brush, so it picked up a little bit of that orange, which works out quite well. Alright, now for the leaves, I'm going to start off with the lighter green mixed in with the chrome oxide green. I'm not going to remove a whole lot of the orange from it. Thank you, Callie. Alright. I think we're going to take a little bit of that red so a little bit of the green. Alright. Now we're going to take the eraser. Try to keep those lines cleaned up. Otherwise I'll forget about them and then I'll sit there going, what did I do there? Get rid of the little spots. Alright, now we're going to work on the flowers here. So let's get rid of that. Just going to go through and make sure that I've got all of the red colors, brown colors off of the leaves, or petals I should say. And get rid of any of the bits of eraser. Alright, Now we're going to take this one, make sure it's cleaned off. And we're going to do these in yellows. So I'm going to start off with a really pale yellow. So this is yellow ochre tint. Hello, Calamity. Nice. A little bit more orange than I wanted. That's okay. Alright. We're going to do this side here the same. Alright, and then we're going to come in with a bit of a darker yellow. A little bit of a bright darker yellow. Hello, Angela. Oh, is this not open? It's not. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see you coming in from lurking. Um, okay. We don't promote self. we do not promote self. We don't encourage self promotion, especially as soon as you come in. So. All right, and now we're coming in here. So this color is Daisy or Dairy Slide Yellow, sorry. Ah, okay. Okay, I'll let him know. Yes, promote me all you want. Bob, I'm going to yell at you. I'm just saying. No, no, the mod took care of it, but it's it's a friend of ours, but and if he wants to promote Joel, that's fine too, but you gotta let me know first. Thank you, Britt. You have a button for me? That's so cool. I like that. You might want to hit the right button though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Still gonna pick on you later though, just saying. Yep, you do. You deserve it. All right. Now we're going to go in with just a touch of that orange, and then we'll come back with the yellow, and then we'll do a bright yellow in the center. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Now we're going to take a little bit of that pastel yellow. I was trying to figure out what page this best suited, but I'm not able to think of any, so but it was a good one for pumpkins. All right, and then a nice bright yellow for the center. Oh, didn't wipe that off. Yeah, that's better. And there we have the flowers. And then we're going to do the oak leaves here, so we're going to use that yellow that's already on the brush. Just a touch of red. Too much red. Let's wipe that off. There, that's better. Blend it in, blend it in. Use a little bit of orange. And a little bit of yellow. We're just going to use a little bit of orange. This one we're going to use some orange and a little bit of red. Thank you. All right, and then we're going to put some yellow down. I might not pick on you as much, just saying. She's not all that super grungy. Very natural, naturey. Yeah, that could be Passport. I figure if anything, it would be my free square if it doesn't fit anywhere else. Oh, Dawn, if you're tired, don't feel that you need to stay on my account. Get some rest. All right, so we're going to do the acorns. So we need a little bit of this brown. And some dark brown. And just a touch of that red brown. And there we have our acorns. Now I'm going to take a clean brush. Where did I put it? I'm just going to pick up any excess. And there we have most of her hat. Now we're going to move over here and then we're going to start again with the greens. And then we're going to take some of that brown. Like so. Good night, Dawn. Have a great sleep. And we're just going to take the clean brush and we're just going to blend that in. Now I'm using my duster brush not by hitting it directly on the page, but causing a little bit of wind to blow off any excess off the edge. Now we're going to take our eraser and clean up any edges that went off the areas that we wanted it to be. Alright, so let's do our little snail friend here. And we're going to start with this one here. And this is red iron oxide shade. At this rate, we might get the hat done. I have used Crayola crayons, Tiffany, and hello. Yeah, I like the red oxides. They're pretty colors. I do prefer the Sakura crayons or the Neocolor ones, but I have used the Crayola crayons. Good night, Dawn. If I did not say good night, I am sorry that I missed you going. I know you're feeling sleepy, so. All right. We're going to wipe this off. Try to get as much of it off as I can, and then we're going to take the raw umber. And then we're just going to blend that in. Like so. And then for our little snaily friend, we're going to take, let's use this one. No, it doesn't bleed through. Hello, butterflies. Yeah, this is pan pastel, so it does not bleed through. It just rubs into the top layer of the paper. I just have it taped down so I don't end up moving it around when I'm trying to do something. Just going to move that around a little bit. Now we're going to take this one here. So this is Dairy Lied Yellow Shade. And then we're going to use the burnt sienna. I use a fixative if I'm going to be coloring on top of it, but it isn't necessary if you just blend it into the paper. Sometimes fixatives don't work. It all depends upon how much you're using and that sort of thing. I do use a workable fixative if I am going to be doing colored pencil over top of it. Alright, I'm going to wipe that off. And we're going to blend that down a little bit. Like so. We're going to take our green. And like so. Then I will pick up any excess that I've gone out of the lines with, like so. Make sure we get all the excess from around the snail as well. If you find that you have a lot of excess, you can use a bigger eraser, of course. There we go. Yes, the snail is upside down on her hat. All right, now we're going to do the berries here, and we're going to do them red just the same as the other berries. I need So we're going to start off with the permanent red. Actually, no, we're not. Permanent red's too bright. So we're going to start with this one. So the permanent red shade. Or just really, really good with the animals. Like she is an autumn forest witch, you know? So she's just in tune with the animals. Like really, she has a ladybug crawling on her ear. Alright, then we're going to use the permanent red dark. If I can get it opened. Like so. Then we're just going to throw that any old where. Onto the floor it went. It's fine. Everything's fine. Then we're going to take our clean one. We're just going to blend those in. Like so. And then we're going to take our eraser and we're going to clean up the edges. Like so. And then we're going to finish up this side here. So we need a little bit of that light brown. Then some of the darker brown. Like so. And then we're going to use some green. I haven't done a Christine Caron page in quite some time either, so this is a bit of a treat for me. And then we're going to use some red oxide for the berries. since they're so small. And we'll come in and we'll erase around them. Because I've made a mess and you're not even able to see what I'm doing. Isn't that nice of me? Alright, so we're going to move you down. There we go. Hello, Testov. How are you? I'm going to take my eraser. Go around. I was going to do this in the big book, but I got scared. So I figure if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it on her regular paper and not be horrified when it turns out wrong. If I had done it in the artist edition book, I would have been so upset if it turned out terribly and I ruined the book. Another day in paradise. That's always good. Isn't that what we live for these days? Another day in paradise. I've yet to find a day in paradise. So it all depends upon what you decide is paradise, I suppose. Alright, now we're going to do her skin. And this is where I'm really terrified, so just saying. I'm going to start off with the lightest color, which is burnt sienna tint. Hello, Catherine. Lurk away, dear. This is just our base color. And I'm probably using all of these tools incorrectly, so yeah, just throwing that out there. Ah, okay. Alright. And I know she's looking a little yellow, but that's okay. We're just starting off with this color, so it will change as we go. I hope. Alright. Let's get the larger areas down there. Now I don't see a shirt top, so I'm assuming this is where her shirt starts. because I'm assuming that she's not naked under her cloak. So that's that one. Now we're going to come in a little bit rosier with orange tint. And we're going to use, actually I'm going to actually grab a proper eyeshadow applicator here, just because I want it to be able to get into those smaller areas without making a mess. Yeah, no doubt. Excuse the crumpling. Get the applicators out of the bag. Thank you for the hearts. Hello, Margot. I think it may have. Exactly. I don't show the pages that I completely mess up. Although I do show some. Mostly in my tutorial areas where, I have to show you where I've done the horrible mess ups. And most of them, when I do mess up, I do tend to fiddle with it until I fix it. Thank you, Britt. All right, now we're going to add a little bit more of a pinky color. Thank you for watching them. All right. Right now I'm just putting the pastel down. I'm not worried about it being too messy at this point. because I'm going to be coming through and cleaning it up a little bit. Alright, now we want, take this one. We're going to have to blend a color because I really don't have a pink. So we're going to have to blend a color. So I'm going to take the magenta shade and the burnt sienna tint. Alright, and then we're going to dust that off. And then we're going to take the other side. We're just going to start blending things together. This pink area here. Like so. And you guys can't see the pink very well, but increase it there a bit. Like so. All right. Thank you. Um, the pink that I just used on her skin, the cheeks and that, I made that pink with a mixture of magenta shade and burnt sienna tint. So I just took some of the magenta shade, put it on my blender, and then added the tint, knocked it off onto my palette, and just mixed them up to get that pink color. Because I don't actually have a pink. Alright, let's do her eyes. And we're going to do her eyes and her hair the same color. And for all of you out there that enjoy this color, don't all be excited at once. so we're going to start off with that one, and that is Violet Tint. Because, you know, witches have to have purple hair, I'm just saying. This one is violet, and I'm going to leave the violet tint on there. And I'm just going to gently tap it into place. Sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. Blow that off of there. And then we're going to take this one here, which is a violet shade. Now, just because I want it to be a little bit darker, I'm going to take a little bit. I want her eyelids to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to take a little tiny bit of this one here, which is the red iron oxide. Just want her eyes to have a little bit more definition there. We're just going to blend that in. Me too. I wish I had skin this easy to do. Margot, you don't need them. Just saying. Margot's probably shopping. Take a little bit of this and just clean up that edge. Like that. Keep on dropping all my tools on the floor. And then we're going to pick all that up. Like that. Then we're going to take a little tiny bit of going to take a little tiny bit of the permanent red extra dark. Like that. And we're going to just make sure that we clean up any little bit there. Yeah, no. Don't drop the pastels. That would be bad. All right, so now we're going to take that violet tint zoom you out a little bit. And we'll come down and we will finish her hand and that sort of thing as well. But we're not going to do too much down here because I don't want to put my hand in it while I'm trying to do other things. And then we're going to take our violet. Now our violet tint is at the bottom there, and I'm going to leave that at the bottom, and I'm not going to do too much more with it because I don't want to drag that. I don't want to drag that darker color while I'm trying to do the other things. So this is violet. Oh my goodness. My tummy just made the worst noise. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Clean this up. All right, and then we're going to take the violet shade. Then we're going to take that violet tint again. There it is. Gotta blend that in. Thank you. All right, now we're going to take our clean brush and we're just going to move the colors together here. Like so. All right, and then we're going to dust it off on that side. And then we're going to start over again on the other side. So we need our violet. And then violet dark shade. Violet tint is the light pastel violet, so a light purple. And then I'm going to take a clean, well, fairly clean, and just draw them all together. And there we have her hair done. And we are at the end of our time for today. Just got a couple of minutes left. So I'm going to do the center of her eyes. Now, there are going to be a few things I'm going to need to use colored pencils for. The center of her eyes is one of those things because it's such a small area. So I am actually just going to grab a pencil from wherever. I've got a couple of different sets on my desk here, so we're just going to grab the black and the purple. So deep amethyst and black. And I'm going to use my Art and Fly because they're on my desk. This is charcoal. I'm going to sharpen it. Same with the amethyst, going to get it nice and sharp. So this is deep amethyst, and like I said, these are the Art and Fly colored pencils. I just had them on my desk, so yeah, Shannon will be streaming tomorrow morning at 9 Pacific Standard Time, which is 11 Central, 12 Eastern. Is that correct? Thank you, Sue. So I'm just going to do her eyelashes. Little things that you can't really do. Well, I can't do with pan pastels. I'm quite sure other people can. I cannot. Just going to take the black and put a little bit of a shadow in here. And we're going to take our white nice. Yeah, unfortunately I will be, well, I might be home in time. I have a doctor's appointment very early tomorrow morning, so I may be listening while I'm driving. There we go. All right, so there we have her. I'm going to zoom you all the way out now so you can see the whole thing. And there we have our autumn witch so far. We've got her lower half to finish, and she will be all done. We will finish her up on Saturday. Yeah, she got married. She went and got married. Now we can't call her Sue Russell. And of course, as you can see, big old mess on my desk. All right, guys. So there we have her. So far, not a complete and utter disaster. Yay, violet tint. So like I said, not a complete and utter disaster yet. So hopefully I can continue on Saturday without making too much of a mess of it. All right, guys. So with that, thank you all very much for watching. Of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.